Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the topic cement, and we are going to see what are the different types of cement, and what is the hydration mechanism involved in the cement, and what are the types of tests that can be carried out to check the properties of the cement. Cement is a mineral powder or substance which are obtained by raw materials such as clay and lime. Mainly, cement is used to bind the other materials like aggregates in the concrete. It is the cohesion between the types of aggregates, different types of aggregates inside the concrete. Cement is also known as ordinary Portland cement or hydraulic cement. The active materials which are involved in the cements are cement and water, whereas the fine aggregate and the coarse aggregate are the inactive materials which will be present inside the cement. This is the figure which shows the matrix of the cement. The green color particles shows the coarse aggregates, and around the coarse aggregates we are seeing the mortar. Mortar is the combination of fine aggregate and cement. There are two types of manufacturing process which will be involved in the cement. We are going to see that what is the process involved in the manufacturing process of cement. Manufacturing of the cement is the process of making cement from raw materials such as calcareous material and argillaceous material. Calcareous material is the material which purely based upon the lime content based material, whereas argillaceous material is the clay based content material. There are three main operations involved in the manufacturing of ordinary Portland cement. The process are: first process is the mixing of raw material, then burning, grinding, then last one storage, transporting, and dispatch. While mixing of raw material, this is the stage in which raw materials like lime and clay are finely grinded and mixed thoroughly in wet or dry process. Here, in the manufacturing process of cement, two processes are getting involved. One is wet process and another one dry process. Let me see the difference between the wet process and the dry process. In wet process, both the raw materials are washed and stored separately, then mixed in the wet state. It will form as a slurry. Whereas in the dry process, both the materials are stored separately in the dry state. The next stage is the burning stage. The raw material is preheated before it goes to the kiln. The temperature of the heating will be around 2000 degrees centigrade, whereas the raw mix burns at 1500 degrees centigrade. While burning, it will form as a material called clinker. It and the clinker, after leaving the kiln, we are going to rapidly cool that clinker with the help of air fans. So the raw material is burned to produce clinker, the material needed to make the cement. Then grinding process. This is very important process involved in the manufacturing process of cement. The clinker and the gypsum are very finely ground, giving a pure cement. And other secondary additives and cementitious materials can also be added to make the blended cement. At last, the storage of cement. The cement is stored in silos before being dispatched, either in a bulk or in bags, to the final destination. These are the chemical composition involved, or the chemicals that can be identified during the burning process of the cement. During the burning process, the raw materials are fused together and gives more complex chemical compositions. Some of the chemical compositions that I have listed here: calcium oxide, silicon dioxide, Al2O3, Fe2O3, MgO, and alkalis and SO3. And the right side column represents how much percentage content of the chemicals will present in the cement during the burning process. Let me see the role of each and every chemical ingredients on the functions of the cement. The chemicals like lime or calcium oxide, which mainly responsible to control the strength and to have the great soundness. If it is reduced in the quantity, the strength and setting time will be get decreased. So we need to get check in the content of lime and calcium oxide so that the strength and setting time will not be gets affected. SiO2, the main function of the SiO2 is give strength due to the formation of dicalcium and a tricalcium silicate. If it is excess, causing slow setting. Alumina, the responsible for quick setting time, it acts as a flux and lowers the clinkering temperature. If it is in excess, it lowers the strength. So the aluminum oxide is the main thing. It is responsible for quick setting process of the cement. Then iron oxide is the Fe2O3. The main function of the iron oxide is it gives color and help in fusion of different ingredient of cement. Then magnesia gives color and hardness. But when it is present in the excess means it may be a formation of lead to the formation of cracks and it makes the cement unsound. So we need to properly check the content cement compositions of the cement while during the manufacturing process of the cement. And alkalis, if it is in excess, it causes alkali aggregate reaction. It is one type of impurity present in the cement. It causes some problem in the strength attainment. SO3, it is a very small amount is used to make the sound cement. If it is in increase, it causes unsound to the cement. This is the thing. The many terms we are seeing soundness. Let me see what is meant by soundness of the cement. It refers to the ability of a hardened cement paste to retain its volume after setting without delayed destructive expansion. That is the main uh, uh, definition of the soundness of the. This is the thing very important. We need to concentrate. Box compound. What is meant by box compound? Upon addition of water inside the cement, there will be a formation of chemical reactions. During the addition of water in the cement, there will be a formation of some chemical compounds. That identification of major compounds are mainly identified by the research done by the Box. He is a scientist. Based on the scientist research work, we are calling that compounds is a Box compounds. The Box compounds formed during the hydration process of the cements are tricalcium silicate, dicalcium silicate, tricalcium aluminates, and tetracalcium aluminoferrate. These are the chemical compositions, the chemical formulas I have mentioned in the side by side of that chemical compounds. Whereas C3S is formed within a week of hydration process. The main responsibility of C3S is responsible for initial setting strength of the concrete, and it will contribute around 50 to 60 percentage of the strength. C2S is formed at last in the hydration process, and it is mainly responsible for later age strength development. It can be more or less, it can be morely used in needed for bridge or hydraulic type of structures, so that it needs strength at the later ages. C3A is formed within 24 hours, and it is mainly responsible for initial setting time, and C4AF is also formed within 24 hours. What is meant by hydration of the cement? When water is added to the cement, ingredients of the cement react chemically with water and it forms various complicated chemical compounds. That process is known as hydration of the cement. Main thing during hydration of the cement, there will be a formation of a gel-like substance that, that is mainly called as calcium silicate hydrate. In simple term, we can call as CSH gel or CHS gel. That gel is the main thing. It acts as an adhesive property and bind the aggregates together. Also, it fills the voids between the sand and the coarse aggregate. And another thing, students, you need to understand one thing. This hydration process is not an instantaneous one. The reaction is faster in the earlier age, but slower at the later ages. The research studies proved that complete hydration process cannot obtain before 1 year, whereas 99% of the concrete strength can be obtained only at the 1 year. What is meant by heat of hydration? The reaction of the cement with water is an exothermic process. It liberates the considerable amount of heat generated and it is called as heat of hydration. Let me see the different types of cement. By altering the chemical compositions of the ordinary Portland cement, many types of cements can be obtained as follows. The different types of cements are ordinary Portland cement, sulfate resistant cement, low heat cement, quick setting, Portland pozzolana, high alumina, colored, white, air entraining cement, hydrophobic, expansion, and a rapid hardening Portland cement. Let me see what are the characteristics of different types of cement. Ordinary Portland cement, this is the most commonly used type of cement which can be used in all types of engineering works. Ordinary Portland cement is manufactured with different grade. The common grade used in India are 33, 43 and 53 grade. Grades are available in only ordinary Portland cement. Main advantages are uses of OPCR. It can be used for all kind of construction work. Widely used in residential construction where special type of cement practices is not accurate. Sulfate resisting cement is a one type of Portland cement which is made by using tricalcium silicate with a percentage of 5%. Mainly it can be used in the condition where there is a more chance of sulfate attack. Sulfate is an impurity which will be present morely in the soil. In the corresponding areas when we use this kind of cement means it can be highly resistant to sulfate attack. Some of the advantages are it can be used in the construction of foundations and piles. basements, sewage and water treatment plant, chemicals, fertilizers, sugar factory, etc. Low heat cement is produced by reducing the amount of tricalcium aluminate and dicalcium silicate, and it can be used in mass constructions like dams and in high wear resistance required. In the dams or the structure, more quantity of cement can be used. In that situation, when we use a normal kind of ordinary Portland cement, means upon hydration there will be an enormous amount of heat generation will be there. In that areas, when we go with low heat cement, means the heat generation will be lesser, so that there will be no harmful to the peoples who are working there. It can be used in the advantages that can be used in mass construction of dam, mass construction of marine structure, hydraulic concrete structure, retaining wall construction, etc. What is meant by quick setting cement? It is manufactured by reducing the amount of gypsum and adding small amount of aluminum sulfate to accelerate the setting time. The main thing, it can be set within the 5 minutes and become hard like stone in just 30 minutes. Where we can use quick setting cement, it can be used in underwater construction, can be used in rainy and cold weather condition. In that areas, there will be a chance of more time taken for setting. In that area, when we use quick setting cement, means it will quick very faster. Very important kind of cement, Portland Pozzolana cement. In market now we are using Portland Pozzolana cement in a maximum quantity. It can be manufactured by adding pozzolanic materials like fly ash, shales, bottom ash, etc. It gives high compressive strength with the age, and it affordable than the other type of concrete. Advantages: it can be used in dams, canals, lining, etc. It can be used for mass concreting. Since it contains more number of other byproducts or cementitious materials, heat of hydration will be lesser. And it can be used for construction of marine structures. Research studies proved that PPC has higher resistance to the chemical attacks. Higher alumina cement is the rapid hardening cement that can be made by fusing at 1500 to 1600 degrees Celsius. The cement is used in construction of refineries, sewage structures where acid resistance are mostly needed. That kind of situations we can use high alumina cement. What is meant by colored cement? It is manufactured by mixing color pigments with OPC. As the name itself indicates, colored cement gives variety of colors. For example, chromium, when we mix chromium oxide, means it gives green color cement, cobalt gives blue color, and iron oxide gives brown color. Mainly these kind of cements are used for aesthetic purpose and for flooring, swimming pool areas, and for artificial marbles. Next one is white cement. It is white in color. It is free from all the coloring ingredients. Main advantages: it can be used for floor finish, plaster works, brick and stonework, pointing works, etc. Main thing, white cement also used for mainly aesthetic purposes. Next one, air entrained cement. It is produced by mixing small amount of air entraining agent. Generally, these air entraining agents are used to introduce a tiny bubbles in the concrete. It is used to fill up in the gap in the concrete, which are produced by excessive amount of water during the casting. Air entrained cements are mainly used in frost resistance concrete, where its resistance to freezing and thawing can be happened. Then hydrophobic cement. It is a type of cement manufactured by mixing admixtures like petroleum, naphthalene soap, etc. It can be used in wet climatic condition. It is useful when cement is stored for longer duration wet climatic conditions. Then expansion cement is formed from the reaction of tricalcium aluminate with the calcium sulfate. As the name suggests, it expands and increases in volume while settled. Mainly, this kind of cements can be used for arresting the cracks. Last one, we are going to see about the rapid hardening cement. Rapid hardening cement also another type of cement which sets very rapidly. These are the different types of cements that can be used in the construction purposes. Today we are going to conclude our lecture about the different types of cement. In the next class we are going to see what are the different grade of cement and what are the tests to be carried out in order to check the properties of the cement. Thank you. If you are having any queries or any questions, feel free to mail me so that I will clear your doubts. Thank you, students. Thank you for your patience.